In this video, I'm going to apply this soil salinity index, this one, on Sentinel-2 data in order to identify soil salinity distributions. The first thing that I'm going to do, open your QGIS software from here, import your data. The format is raster, then I'm going to the raster dataset folder. Okay, inside that we have different bands. I'm going to use band 2, 3, 4, and 8 with a spatial resolution of 10 meters. Then click on open and click on add. When you down, you can see your selected bands have been added to your list. You can see here bands 2, 3, 4, and 8. Right now, in order to decrease the time of processing, I'm going to cut and select one specific part of my study area in order to apply this index. To do this, from here, I can come to raster, from extraction, click raster by extent, and here we have different options. From here you can see as the input layer, you have to select one of your bands. That I'm going to do it for each band separately, and then you have to define your targeted area. We have different options here. However, I'm going to use this one, and it's showing us like this. Let me show on the screen. Target one of the specific area that you are sure there are soil salinity distribution. For example, this part is okay, like this one. Then you zoom in, you can back there again, raster extraction, clip raster by extent, define your first band, that is going to be band 2. From clipping extent, click here, then you can come here, use current map extent. Then you can see your coordinate system has been added automatically from this part that you zoom in. Okay, let's go to the next part. I will pass all of this. I don't need to change them. However, you can here clip it extend. You can define an output folder, or you can save it to the temporary file. I'm going to save to file, and from here in my desktop, I'm creating a new folder, soil salinity distribution. Inside that, I can say Sentinel-2 and define for band 2 first. Click on save, then you can run the order. Okay, you can see that bands to clip it here. Then we can go to the parameter from here, just change the band without changing anything, band 3. Then come to this part, save to file, change the band name, B3, save again, run. The same thing for the other bands too. Okay, click on run. Again, for the last band, it is band 8. Okay. When you down, you can see your clipped bands are here. We don't need these two. Then I can deselect them, and you can see my targeted study area that has limited to specific area. In order to apply a soil salinity index, I'm going to use a raster calculator for this purpose. Click on raster from here, then raster calculator. You will have all your bands here, as you can see, from raster bands 2, 3, 4, and 8. And also we have here the operators, and I'm going to use them. Based on my formula here, it's going to be red multiply near infrared divided into green. My red bands from Sentinel-2 data is band 4, double click on that, then multiply near infrared, that is band 8, then divided into band 3, that is green band. Then here, output layer, I have to define my output folder. From the previous folder, I can create a new one. And then the same name for this. Then I can click on OK. Okay, as you can see, raster calculation completed. I can change its position from here. I don't need this too. This is my soil salinity index that has applied on my datasets. In order to change the color, it's easy to come here, right click from properties, from symbology. We have different options here. You can see from a render type, I'm selecting this one, and we have a color ramp. If you are interested, you can change the color. Otherwise, you can leave it in default. From here, you can see we have different color, and also all color ramps are available here. You can change to the interested one. The other option here is the mode. From continuous, I change it to equal intervals in order to have different classes. Here, the number of classes that you can see. If you are interested, you can decrease or increase the number of classes. Otherwise, you can leave it in default. The things that I'm going to do here is to change the label. And since I have 5 classes, I'm starting from a very low soil salinity distribution, and the second class is low soil salinity distribution. The third one is moderate soil salinity distributions, high one for the fourth class, and the last one is very high soil salinity distribution. When it's down, you can press enter on your keyboards, then you can apply. When you apply, you don't see your label here. In order to add your add labels here, you can come to the legend settings. If you use these options, I mean, if you turn on these options, it's gonna show you like this. Otherwise, if you deselect this one and click on OK, then click on apply, you can see your added labels here, and it's much more easy to understand when they are available here. As you can see, we have classes from very low soil salinity distribution to the very high. Okay, very good.